Today I'm going to be showing you how to use a tool called Padlet. I've already created a username and password, so I'm going to log in to Padlet.com. This is the free version of Padlet, so in case anyone is interested in purchasing it or viewing any of the extra features that comes when purchasing it, you can just click on Premium. And since we're all teachers for schools, and there is a whole list of different benefits to purchasing the package, but to save some time I'm just going to scroll through there and let you look at that on your own time. Before I get too far into my little tutorial, in case I miss anything, you can go back to the home screen and over to this little question mark right here, and you can ask any question that you have about using the tool. This tour is very helpful. I did go through some of the different features to get a better understanding before I presented this, and this walks you right through all of the different parts to using the tool. Alright, to begin, in order to create a new Padlet, you come up to this new button, and you can use any different layout that you want depending on what you're using the tool for. I actually already started a Padlet to save a little bit of time, so I'm just going to go back and go into my actual Padlet to show you some of the features that I've used. Okay, so once you're back to the home screen where the dashboard is, if you scroll down, all of the Padlets that you create are listed right here. So I'm going to go into the one that I started today. Okay, so when you begin, you can create a title and a description for your Padlet. The program automatically makes a title and description for you, so I just left it the way that it was because I liked it. There's also different options as far as wallpaper go. You can actually go in here and add your own, so you can upload your own picture if you want that as your background. Themes are only available with the premium plan. But then you can use any of these icons to basically describe what your Padlet's about. So I'm just going to do a heart. One of the things that I really like about Padlet is that for every different feature and option that you have, it describes exactly what it does, so it's very easy to use. So for this option, you can put the author name above each post. So if you turn that on, it will you can see that over here it showed my name because I'm obviously the one that posted it. Or you can turn that off. You can also allow others to leave comments. So these are obviously the things that I posted, and now there's a little comment box that has been added if that feature is on. As students add new posts, you can either choose if you want them to be posted at the top, so first, or if you want them at the bottom of the Padlet, which would be last, so you can change that up. And finally, another important feature is that you can change the address of your Padlet, so I'm just going to make this an example, so that way it's easier for students to type in the URL when they go to access your Padlet. Okay, so I'm just going to close out of that. Something else that you're prompted with changing the settings for when you begin a Padlet is the people and privacy. So as you can see, all of these different privacy features are explained right below them. So the default setting is secret, so that way it's not available to the public, and then there's also different levels of access for when your students get to your Padlet. So you can have students just read posts, you can have them be able to read and write, and you can also have students be moderators, so they can pretty much do anything except delete the actual Padlet. Once your Padlet is created and you're ready to share it, there's a few different options that you can use. You can either have, if there's students using a phone, they can use the QR code. You can give them the link that you created, especially if you make it something nice and easy for them. You You can email it, share it on Facebook. One of the nice things about this is that students don't need to have a username and password to log on. They can just access it given the URL. Alright, so to actually add on to the Padlet or make a post, you can double click and type something in. You can attach PowerPoints, videos. You could just simply type. In order to edit a post, you just hit the little pencil, and this is where you would add an attachment. The different posts can also be rearranged. I selected the grid layout, so they can just be arranged by order. However, if you choose a different layout, you can move them all around the screen. Once you get through selecting all the different settings at the beginning, this tool is pretty easy to use. You really just have to post to it and then edit your posts or delete them. And just to finish this off, if you go back to the home page, there is a bunch of different options here. As far as activity goes, this just monitors who's visited your Padlet and things of that sort. It keeps track of things that you've attached in the past, and another place where you can adjust your settings aside from when you're in your actual Padlet. Well, I am well over the 5-minute limit, and I don't think I covered quite everything, but hopefully this tool is a little bit easier for you to use now.